As children, I know you, me, and probably everybody else watching this video has at least one wish that you would make come true if you had the chance. Watching one show growing up helped me live out that dream vicariously through the main character. Timmy Turner is an average kid who no one understands.
Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him command.
The Fairly OddParents is an American animated television series created by Butch Hartman for Nickelodeon. The series follows the adventures of Timmy Turner, a 10-year-old boy with two fairy godparents named Cosmo and Wanda who grant him wishes to solve his everyday problems. The series originated from shorts on Nickelodeon's Animation Showcase, Oh Yeah Cartoons, that aired from 1998 to 2002. Due to their popularity, the shorts were greenlit to become half-an-hour series, which premiered on March 30th, 2001. Originally, the series ended on November 25th, 2006, totaling 5 seasons and 80 episodes, but it was revived in 2008. Production of the series ceased again after Hartman left Nickelodeon in February 2018. It was Nickelodeon's second longest-running animated series behind the iconic SpongeBob SquarePants, which ran from 1999 and is still running currently to this day. On February 24th, 2021, it was announced that the spin-off of the live-action series was in development for Paramount+. The series Fairly OddParents, Fairly Odder premiered on March 31st, 2022. A sequel series titled The Fairly OddParents, A New Wish premiered on May 20th, 2024. Mr. Crocker, Can we take a second to talk about how diabolical of a teacher Mr. Crocker was? His open hate for a child, a 10-year-old child. Bro, Mr. Crocker, bro, still living with his mom and everything, ear on the neck. Mr. Crocker. Fairy godparents type shit.
Coming in anyway!
And Timmy mom and Timmy dad didn't care at all. They didn't give a shit. They left him with Vicky, let her do whatever. It was a problem, bro. Looking back on it, it's just like the neglect is insane. How did y'all let Vicky torture that man like that? She was in it for the torture.
Why are you miserable?
No, actually Vicky did get sent to, she got sent to get help one time, and it didn't work. But yeah, bro, Timmy parents are horrible. And one of the most interesting think piece sort of episodes I feel like that Butch created back in the day, it was very early, probably season 1, was the episode where everybody got turned into a blob that was so similar to each other that nobody in town could tell each other apart, and everybody's personality sort of started to mesh together. But we look at this sort of through a black and white silent film concept through Timmy's eyes, and he finds his individuality and his personality through his pink hat. He molds this pink hat with like some food coloring, and he turns the clay into his iconic pink hat. And I felt like that just spoke to a higher sense of a psychological concept in a kid's show. And it touched me when I was a kid, so I don't know. Butch was writing some fire. So growing up, it was nothing that got me more excited than waking up and watching an episode of Fairly OddParents with a bowl of cereal. I mean, you could not convince me that Cosmo, Wanda, and Timmy, that trio was so dynamic, bro. You couldn't convince me that that wasn't the best thing running on Nickelodeon when I saw it. Like, I had to throw SpongeBob to the back burner because I already watched too many back-to-back episodes of SpongeBob, so the Fairly OddParents was a breath of fresh air. The concept of being able to wish for anything that you want at the drop of a hat with two fairly stupid fairies. I'm not gonna say Wanda is stupid, but she married Cosmo, so she wasn't the smartest thing in the in the book. And in the eyes of Mama Cosma, she would be more akin to Auntie Wanda. You just don't get shows that dive so deep outside of the box with the creative concepts and ideas for the show like Fairly OddParents anymore, man. Like, I remember so many wild episodes that just had me glued to the couch and immersed in that world. The Adventures in Dimsdale with Timmy, Cosmo, Wanda, Chester, AJ, so many iconic characters, is almost too many to name. One of my favorite characters, though, being the Crimson Chin. One of Timmy's favorite superheroes and action figures. He had comic books and everything in universe. The Crimson Chin was just so cool back in the day, and outside of the box with his superhero fighting modality, like, this man literally fought people with his chin. It was ridiculous. Hilarious too.
Has the radioactivity affected your love life?
We can't forget about Mark Chang either. The teenage alien from Mars. This guy has sort of a squid body, exposed brain, one of the coolest characters in cartoons still. Like, Mark was hilarious. And he was in love with Vicky. That was another thing, because he took the pressure off Timmy whenever the Mark episodes came around, because he was just so annoying and invulnerable too. Like, bro had some technology on him, but he couldn't get around the fact that he was in love with Vicky, and Timmy would use that to his advantages, and which made for hilarious TV.
Well, Mark's gone, Vicky's back in babysitting, and I'm not in Happy Town anymore, and everything's right.
Jorgen, Jorgen Monstrangle was one of my favorite fairies. This man, he was probably couldn't survive in today's cartoon space just because how sensitive people are. Jorgen did some wild stuff to Timmy. This man was really based upon like a military sergeant or something, but Jorgen got to go up there with one of my favorite character slots. Him, Mama Cosma, she used to get on Wanda ass every time. Like, Mama Cosma was hilarious. Anti-Cosmo, the Pixies in general, just like the Pixies whole vibe, bro. Like, the way the Pixies use magic was just so outlandish, and the fact that they wrote up contracts, they had cell phones instead of wands. Pixie World had propaganda billboards everywhere. Like, this shit was too creative, man. Francis was hilarious. Like, at every turn, bro brought back old school bullying. He was literally an old school bully. Like, you can't convince me Francis will survive in this new woke fucking era we live in, bro. Like, Francis was unhinged.
Oh, there's nothing deodorizing about these crystals.
Honorable mention, my boy Poof. Poof was super cool. He ain't say much, but just Poof. But, cute a montage of cute Poof moments.
Now let's see Poop top that.
The anti-fairies too. I got so much love for the anti-fairies. Cue a montage of savage anti-fairy moments.
Wait a minute. Hold the phone.
Honorable mention, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome, the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?
That's right, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Can't mention the Crimson Chin without mentioning Crash Nebula too. Crash was cold.